War has been an inextricable part of human history, a specter that looms over civilizations, shaping and sometimes decimating them. The persistent occurrence of wars, despite the profound human and material cost, beckons a deeper inquiry into the reasons behind their inevitability. Why have wars been an enduring feature of human existence, and why are they likely to persist into the foreseeable future? The primal roots of conflict. At its most fundamental level, war is a manifestation of human nature. The primal instinct to survive and dominate has been hardwired into our species through millennia of evolution. Early human societies were often in competition for scarce resources such as food, water, and shelter. This competition inevitably led to conflict, which in turn necessitated the development of organized violence, warfare, as a means to secure resources and ensure survival. Anthropological evidence suggests that even pre-agricultural societies engaged in frequent and brutal conflicts. The rise of agricultural societies and subsequent civilizations did not diminish the propensity for war. Rather, it amplified it. The establishment of settled communities and the accumulation of resources created new incentives for conquest and defense. Thus, the very roots of war are embedded in the evolutionary struggles of our ancestors. The politics of power and ideology. As human societies evolved, so did the complexities of their conflicts. Wars were no longer just about survival, but also about power, territory, and ideology. Empires rose and fell on the back of military conquests. From the expansionist campaigns of Alexander the Great to the territorial ambitions of the Roman Empire, history is replete with examples of leaders who wielded war as an instrument of policy. The pursuit of power often intertwines with ideological motivations. Religious wars, such as the Crusades, were driven by a fervent belief in the righteousness of one's cause. In the modern era, ideological conflicts have taken new forms, from the nationalist fervor that fueled the world wars to the ideological battles of the Cold War, where capitalism and communism vied for global supremacy. The interplay of power and ideology ensures that as long as there are differing worldviews and competing interests, the potential for conflict remains. The economic imperative. Economics has also played a pivotal role in the perpetuation of wars. Historically, wars have been fought over resources such as land, minerals, and trade routes. The mercantilist policies of European powers in the early modern period, which sought to accumulate wealth through colonial expansion, led to numerous wars. In the industrial age, the race for resources such as coal, oil, and precious metals has continued to be a major driver of conflict. Moreover, war itself can be economically beneficial to certain sectors. The military-industrial complex, a term popularized by U.S. President Dwight D. Eisenhower, underscores the economic interests vested in the continuation of war. Defense industries, military contractors, and even certain political entities benefit from the funding and perpetuation of military engagements. This economic entanglement creates a powerful incentive structure that can perpetuate conflict. The psychological and social dimensions. War is also deeply entwined with psychological and social dimensions. The concepts of honor, glory, and heroism have historically been associated with warfare. From the Homeric epics to modern-day war films, the narrative of the valiant warrior fighting for a noble cause has been a powerful motivator. This romanticization of war can drive societies to support conflicts even in the face of overwhelming odds or moral ambiguity. Social cohesion and identity are also forged in the crucible of conflict. Wars can unify disparate groups against a common enemy, creating a strong sense of national or group identity. This phenomenon was evident in the World Wars, where countries rallied their populations through nationalistic fervor. The collective memory of shared sacrifices and victories becomes a part of the societal fabric, influencing future generations and potentially sowing the seeds for new conflicts. The technological arms race. The advancement of technology has continually transformed the nature of warfare, often escalating the scale and destructiveness of conflicts. From the invention of gunpowder to the development of nuclear weapons, Each technological leap has changed how wars are fought and who fights them. The current era of cyber warfare and drone technology introduces new dimensions of conflict, where wars can be waged from a distance and in cyberspace. Technological advancements also create a perpetual arms race. Nations constantly strive to develop superior military capabilities to deter potential adversaries or to achieve strategic advantages. This arms race can lead to preemptive strikes and conflicts, as nations act on the belief that they must use their military superiority before their rivals catch up. The human condition, a paradox of war and peace. While the reasons for the persistence of war are manifold, they all converge on a singular paradox: the human condition itself. Humans possess the capacity for both immense destruction and profound compassion. The same species that creates weapons of mass destruction also yearns for peace and builds institutions to prevent war. The United Nations, peace treaties, and international diplomacy represent our collective efforts to curb the propensity for war. Yet, these efforts are often undermined by the very factors that drive conflict. Political interests, economic gains, social dynamics, and technological advancements create a complex web that is difficult to untangle. The cyclical nature of history, where periods of peace are often followed by wars, underscores the fragile balance that humanity treads. Conclusion: the inevitability of war is a reflection of the complexities and contradictions of human nature and society. As long as there are competing interests, ideological divides, economic incentives, and technological advancements, the specter of war will remain. Understanding the multifaceted reasons behind war is crucial for mitigating its occurrence, even if its complete eradication remains an elusive goal. The challenge for humanity is to navigate this paradox, striving for peace while acknowledging and addressing the underlying causes that perpetuate conflict.